Quiet. I said quiet in the class. That's enough out of you. That's enough out of all of you. You college kids, you make me sick with all your tic-tac and your hip-hop music and your country music and your bands and your rock and roll bands. All of that. It makes me sick! Back in my day, we never complained about anything. We got it done. Back in 1982, we used to walk to school in the blizzard with snow way up to your knees. Then you complain about small stuff. I'm sick of it. You college kids make me sick. Now pay attention, or else I'll give all of you F's on your report card. Now, pay attention, class. It's the last time I'm saying it. Now, as you all know, 2 plus 2, they say, equals 4. But that is not true at all. And the great mind of Terrence Howard knew this until that's what happens when you get older. Your memory starts to shift. But Terrence Howard, the great mind of his, he knew that what 2 plus 2 really equaled. The truth. But then he got on that show, that Joe Rogan, that bald head of his, and he had his little so-called professor friend with him, and they poisoned his mind. They messed with the man's brain, a once genius brain. And now, they got him believing that 2 plus 2 equals 4, which is not true. What happened to the great and powerful Terrence Howard? He should have never ever went to that show. Never. Joe Rogan poisoning the mind of our youth. So, with that, I'm going to show you why 2 plus 2 actually equals 5 and not 4. They're wrong. Today, I'm going to prove it to all you mindless college kids. Now pay attention. Now, you all know what is normally out there, and I'm going to write here on the board. 2 plus 2 equals 4. That's what you see. I need some light in here. Who turned off the lights? There. Now you can see we can finally get something accomplished in this classroom. Now, 2 plus 2 equals 4. That is what you normally see. But I'm here to tell you that, ladies and gentlemen, is completely 100% wrong. And put a big huge X. That is wrong. Now let me grab my chalkboard eraser. Where is it? Is this another prank by you dang kids? on your report card, then no company will never hire you and you'll never finish college. Okay. Now where's my chalkboard? Where's my eraser? I'm getting gold, so I'm messing up all my words. I'm gonna have to go and get it. I shall return. I don't know what you kids did to my eraser, but it's not funny. It's not funny. Stop laughing. Brian, I know your father. Don't make me come back there. I guess I'll just have to use this so I can find my eraser. Now, that is completely wrong. And I'm going to show it and prove it to you mathematically, only using math. Now, what you want to do to get 2 plus 2 equals 5 is this. And it's very simple, so pay close attention. 2 first, to get 2 plus 2 equals 5, which is the correct 100% right answer, not 4. It's a bunch of lies they've been telling kids these days. It makes me sick. Now pay attention. So, what you first want to do to get 2 plus 2 equals 5 is you want to start with x plus 11. X plus 11. Now, you're probably wondering, how does that even get us to 2 plus 2 plus 5? Well, pay attention. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two with all your tic-tac and all your rock and roll and all your country music. You kids make me sick. Now, don't even get me started on that bald-headed guy, Joe Rogan. Now, see, you got x plus 11. Now, what's x plus 11? Well, you see you got one mark here, another mark here. So that's not really 11, although it looks like the number 11. Really, it's just 2 ones. But people, you just say it's 11. So you go 1, 2 plus x. How many lines does x have? Well, let's count them out. 1, 2. So, what you really have here, x plus 11, is really 2 plus 2. Oh, my chalk just broke. The dang school board don't want to pay any funds. Now we got useless chalk around here. Dang it. Now, as I was saying, this number 11 stands for 1 and 1, which is 2. And you got x. And you got 2 lines. 1, 2. So that's 2 plus 2. Now stay with me here. Stay with me. Follow along. With all your rock and roll music. I know I keep pointing that out, but let me just say one more last thing about the music out there. Okay? It rocks your mind. Back in my day, we never listened to that film. We read tons and tons of books. Now you college kids today, with your R&B country music, make me sick. Now back to it. Pay attention. Now, what we really have here is 2 plus 2. Therefore, good. Now stay with me, folks. I'm going somewhere. Now, is that it? No. That's not how you get 2 plus 2 equals 5. I'm going to show you. Follow along. Now, you got 2 plus 2. But you got to keep account of the plus sign right here. In the plus sign, there's 2 marks for the plus sign. So, what you do is, you want to take this right here, and you want to plus that to it. So, there's 2 lines that make a plus, so therefore, 2 plus 2 is what? Is what, folks? It's not 4, it's not 4. I know you was thinking 4, but it's really 3. Now, how can that be 3? Follow along. Why this is 3? It's because this right here, this little mark across the plus sign don't really count as a line. It count as 1. Okay, 1. Now how can it count as 1? Good question. Now see, when I make the plus sign, my chalk never rises up. So I just kind of make it, and I just made that plus sign with 1. So therefore, this is 1. Now, that brings me to 3. How many are over here? 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put my 2 right there. Now, stay with me, folks. 3 plus 2. What is that? That's right. That's 5. But there's not enough room because I write pretty big, so I'm going to have to bring out my eraser. Just erase all that science. Good math. Good math. Now, if you're following along, so far, so good. So, we got 3 plus 2 equals 5. Now, I know what you're thinking. How does 3 plus 2 equal 5? Well, pay attention. That's the problem with you young folk today. You lack. I can't even think of the words because I'm so old and it's so slipping out of my mind. But you lack attention spans. You don't know how to pay attention enough to follow along. So try. Just try. So we got 3 plus 2 equals 5. Now, what you want to do to get to the ultimate goal, you want to times the answer to this question right here. And you want to know 5 times. Now, you want to add these 2 numbers up right there. And you'll still get 5, right? But you got to keep in mind the plus sign right there. Now, what does the plus sign equal? That's right, 1. So what you really have now, since you have the answer from this equation, you want to go ahead and take 3 plus 2, which is 5. Then you want to take the plus sign right here, which is just 1 line to make it, folks. It's 1 line. And that will be 5 plus 1, which is 6. Now, anybody please tell me, what is 5 times 6? Anybody? Yes, Brian in the back, go ahead. Well, Brian, you're not only dumb, but you're stupid. 5 times 6 is 35. 35. Now, once you have 35, what you gonna want to do is take the number 35 and divide it. Divided by what? Excellent question, Sabrina. Let me show you how it's done. 35 divided by what number do we divide 35 by? Good question. We divide 35 divided by 4. Why 4? Why 4? Because that's a simple math, folks. I don't have an answer for you. If you can't follow along this long, and if you don't understand, I don't know how to make it any simpler. That this right here, this gives us 35, which is the answer right here, divided by 4. Why 4? Pay attention. Look very closely. Now, we're going to see what 35 divided by 4 is. I got to go grab something right back. I'll be right back. Don't you kids start acting up now. Okay. Now, we have 35 divided by 4. Now, 35 divided by 4, what is the answer to that question? That's really good. And before I give you the answer to that question, because I'm not waiting for my phone to start up so I can look up that question. I don't use Google, okay? Back in my day, we used pen and paper and our fingers to do math. Now, you can just Google anything and it'll just pop up for you. And I'm not waiting on my phone to charge up. To start up so I can just, get the answer from Google. I don't do that. I don't do that because I got brains. And I'm a math teacher. I'm a math professor. I know what I'm doing. I don't need the technology to help me. Now, just give me a quick second here. What's 35 divided by 4? What's 35 divided by 4?
35 divided by 4 is 8.75.
Now, I did not use Google. I was simply asking a question into the universe. What is 35 divided by 4? And we got our answers, folks. And I'm not using Google. Okay? But the answer is 8.75. That's the answer. Now, since we got that answer, folks, I'm getting real close to showing you how 2 plus 2 equals 5, but we ain't there yet. But we get pretty close now. As you can see, we got to find to the answer right here. Alright? So what we want to do, we want to take this 8 right here. 8. No, I messed up, folks. I'm sorry. Even the professor makes mistakes, okay? Even the professor makes some mistakes right here. Now, what we really want to do first is take this 75 right here and divide it. No, wait. Okay, no, we don't want to divide it. We want to subtract it. And what are we going to use to subtract? That's right, the number 8 right here. So, we going to go 75 minus 8. Now, what's 75 minus 8? Anybody please tell me? I'm not using Google. I gotta go do something real quick. What's 75 minus 8? 67. Now 67. I'm sorry I had to go check on something over there. But anyway, I'm back to it. So 75 minus 8 is 67. Now, what you want to do after you done the math, if you do the math correctly, Just go over these simple steps. Soon you will realize that 2 plus 2 equals 5. So, I want to take this 76 right here, and I want to do 67 times A divided by 2. Now, maybe ask, hey, Professor, where does the A come in? Brilliant question. I'll let you know where the A comes in. The A comes in right there. It's all math, folks. It's all math. Read it in with. Study this right here, and you'll realize that when you have 75 divided by 8, 67, you'll have to do 67 times A divided by 2. That's simple facts right there, folks. Don't take a brain surgeon or a rocket scientist or you young people today like that Elon Musk. He's so smart, but he wasn't smarter than back in our day. Believe you me. Now, 67 times 8 divided by 2. That comes out. Simple math here. You want to take this 67 and you want to start over on this side. So really, what you want to do, even though the formula is written out like this, you want to take the 67 divided by 2. Then you want to add on the A. Now, what's 67 divided by 2? 67 divided by 2 is 12. I know that's right. Don't you tell me I'm wrong. Who's the one with the college degree here, me or you? Who's the professor? Me or you? That. Now don't let me write an F on your report card. Now, listen, I'm the smartest one in this classroom. Alright? Now, we want to take 67 divided by 2. Alright? 67 divided by 2, that's right, it's 12. Now, we've forgotten about the A, so the answer is not totally 12. Because we forgot about the A. Cannot forget about that A, that's why it's there for a reason. It's just not a placeholder. Now, once we do 67 divided by 2, which is 12, now you got to come back and add this 12 instead of the 67. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write off that 67 there. I'm going to take this 12 and now I can do 12 times A. 12 times A, as we all know, is 13, 14, 15. But it would be 15 if there was only one A. But really, you need to square it. So now, it's 2A. So what you want to do is when you're counting up to 12, you need to double this A. So there's 2 A's instead of 1. So now you got 12, 13, 14, 15. Again, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So the answer to this problem right here is 18. Now, father-in-law, I know this is a lot, but I gotta prove to everybody in the whole world that the great mind of Terrence Howard was correct until he got on that Joe Rogan program and they messed with his mind. They turned his brain off. And I wish the great mind, the white wizard of Terrence Howard would have been better, but he fell underneath that spell of that treacherous Joe Rogan and his guest, saying he's a professor. I'm the real professor, okay? I went to college. 5 years in university community college. And for what? They take a bunch of no good, rotten college kids. Maybe Joe Rogan should have me on his broadcast. I'll show him what real math is. But this is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to prove to the world that 2 plus 2 equals 5. Now we came a long way. So pause the video. Write this down. Take notes, kids. We're putting this out there to the world. Now, since we got 18, I give you time to write all that down. We don't need all that anymore. So I'm just going to go ahead and erase this board with my non-chalk eraser because the school is low on its budget. But we're not going to blame the school. Well, actually, I am going to blame the school. Okay, so now that we got 18, I'm going to go put it down right here. 18, we can simply do the math. This is where it gets a whole lot easier, folks. So, you want to take this 8 and divide it by this 1. So, we're going to take the 1 and we're going to bring the 1 right over here. So, 18 divided by 1. So, since we moved the 1 from over here to over here, really what we have is 8 divided by 1. Now, what's 8 divided by 1? 8, that's right. Don't need Google. I don't use that Google junk around here, okay? Now, we got 8. Now, how can we break down this 8 to get it back down to 2? Good question. Simple math right here. This is where it's a whole lot easier. A whole lot easier. 8 minus 4. Now, we all know what 8 minus... I told you, this is where it gets a whole lot easier to understand, folks. 8 minus 4 is 4. But we still ain't at 2 yet. We still ain't at 2, folks. So, we want to take this 4 and minus by how many? That's right, 2. We'll put 2 right there. Now, 4 minus 2 is 2. Now, you're probably wondering, where does the plus sign come in? Well, good question. You see this line right here? This was a 1. But we're going to take this line and this line, and if you combine this line and this line together, what does that give you? That's right, it gives you the plus sign. So there's the plus sign right there. So now, what we want to do is take 2, and how many lines is this? Now there's only 1 line in this. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to borrow from this number 2. But we can't borrow from the number 2. So what do I do here? Oh wait, I got an idea. I'll take this minus sign plus this sign, and you have to move it. Now I'm not just making this up. This is simple math. This is how math works, alright? So you gotta add that sign right there. That's gonna give us 2. Now, as you can see, going through all that, we're back to the original formula of 2 plus 2. Now, this is where a lot of people make their mistakes. They get 2 plus 2 equals 4, but it's not. And it's a simple, common mistake, so I won't blame anybody. Even though back in my day, we were a lot more smarter than you folks there. I'm sorry with all your tic-tac. But anyway, what we want to do, what most people make mistake. Here's the common mistake, folks. If you go back earlier, what did I say about the plus sign? What is the plus sign? Anybody want to tell me? Kyle? Wow, Cal, you haven't been paying attention. I'm kind of surprised. That's right. The plus sign is just 1. Because you only need 1 to make the plus sign. So this is really a 1. Now, since that plus sign right there is really a 1, you want to add the plus sign right here. Right? Which is counted as 1. And you want to go 2 plus 2 plus 1. Now, 2 plus 2 equals 4 plus 1. What does that bring you up to? 5. Now, I know what you're saying, Professor. That doesn't equal 2 plus 2 equals 5. Well, that's right. You still got to do a little bit more math. Now, once you get there, you'll realize the numbers never lie. Neither do I. I'm a genius. Now, we got our 5. So we want to take this 5 and we want to minus 1, which brings us to 4. Now, 4 minus 2 is 2. So I don't need to write another 2. All I need right here is my plus sign. And where am I going to grab the other 2 from? That's a good question. As you see, here's 1. We just simply did what we did before. We borrowed. So this line, 1 plus 1 for this line right here, that's 2. Then when you go to equals, what does that come out to? 5. See how we got 5 up here? Then we got 5 down here? You take this 5, minus by 1. You take this 1, and plus that right there, that line, the equal sign. That's 2. Well, I'm sorry, folks. I messed up. I'm sorry. You take this 5. 5 minus 4. 5 minus 1 equals 4. And 4 minus 2 equals 2. But to get 2 plus 2 equals 5, take this line and add this line together. That gives you 2. And which therefore, 2 plus 2 equals 5. Do you see what I just did right there? I just proved to the world and to this classroom that the great Terrence Howard, the wizard and mathematician that he was before he went on that rowing program and they brainwashed him, I just proved that 2 plus 2 equals 5. Right there, folks. It's all in the math. Just do simple math and you'll realize, follow this video, this guide, my words, step to step, and you'll realize that 2 plus 2 equals 5. I just did the math for you. That's the answer right there. That's how we get 2 plus 2 equals 5. That's how it's done right there, folks. I'm pretty impressed with myself, to be completely honest. But I always knew the answer. But a lot of people out there don't use their brain or their thinking cap. But I just proved, without any doubt, by doing logical math, that 2 plus 2 equals 5. Now, I hope you young folks learned a thing or two today. And that was teaching from Professor. For me, I just proved to the world that 2 plus 2 equals 5. Nobody can argue with math and reasoning and logic. The evidence is right here. And I'm just not sharing this with the classroom, I'm sharing it with the whole world. That's why I got this video recording me right now. I'm going to post it, put it out there. And then once they follow this math, any mathematician in the world will agree with me. Once they follow and watch this video, once the word starts spreading, that 2 plus 2 equals 5 and not 4. The math is the math, the numbers don't lie. Now that's all I got for today. I had to prove a point, and that's what I came here to do, and that's what I did. 2 plus 2 equals 5, not 4. Do the math, and you yourself will realize the truth. Now have a good rest of your day, and get out of my classroom.